Hello everybody, Penguin and the Chef here. We're doing a product review today. We have a Safety Can Express by Bulbhead.
Bulbhead.
They're advertising them on TV for $29.99, I think, plus shipping and handling. The Penguin got this one on the cyber sale at Wayfair for $23.99.
Yeah, I think it was $23.99.
With free shipping, so we came out pretty good on that. We've had it for, I don't know, a month or so, right about a month, 3 weeks.
Couple of weeks.
And we've did some cans with it and hadn't had any problems yet. Here's our three opponents today. This is 25-cent can number one. It's a great big gallon can that I found on a shelf. I have no idea what it is.
We don't know what's in it.
Here's another 25-cent can, Manager Special from another store. Don't know what it is either. And here's a big can of dog food that's got a dent in the corner, if you can see that, right there. And we're going to do him. That's for one of the cans I have to open for our dogs tonight. Just one of the many cans I have to open.
One of these days, I'm going to film what he actually does when he feeds our dogs at night. You guys would be really surprised. They eat better than people do sometimes, I think.
I've been the one mostly using it. She's used it a couple of times.
I love it.
You have to clamp the lid up inside him. When I say clamp, it does it by itself when you push it up. But then you have to manually do that. It's not like a regular can opener where when it stops, it stops. It'll keep running. Now, in the safety instructions, if you look through it, which I didn't, it tells you right here to avoid forming sharp metal slivers that you may injure your fingers. Allow only one rotation. So where you start cutting is where you need to stop cutting on that lid, pressing it. I let one go around the other day just a little bit longer and rub my finger against it, and I did. I got a little metal sliver, so you want to be careful. If you are hard of hearing or can't see great, my recommendation is have you a permanent marker handy. Mark the can on a certain spot, and then line that up when you first start using it. And then stop it again when it comes all the way around. That way you're making sure it doesn't make more than one rotation and you get metal slivers.
And I know that may seem like it's difficult, but this can opener is actually awesome.
Oh, it is.
And I would recommend doing this. I love this can opener, but what he's trying to say is once you open a can, the sound will change. And you'll see when he demonstrates it.
But if you're hard of hearing or hard of seeing, I'm just trying to make it a little safer for you. I usually open 2 to 3 cans of dog food a night, and it's great because we only have 3 of those little plastic pop-on lids for leftovers, because sometimes there's some left in a can.
You might show them one, I don't know. Yeah, we bought these plastic lids that you can put on top of a can once you open it and stick it back in the refrigerator. Okay, they're all being used right now, but...
Yeah, those were like $3 or something for 3 of them. So
instead of having to use those, we can just pop this lid right back in place and not have to worry about it.
So let's just start out with our regular Manager Special 25-cent can and see what kind of surprise we get.
You guys will get to see the surprise too, because we have no clue what's in it.
There's my line. Like I said, it's not necessary. It's just an extra thing I was talking about. You just hold it up here. When you press down, it grabs a hold of it, and the wheel holds onto that lip. And you press down on this.
See where it's making the cut at around the edge of the can lid? And then all of a sudden, the motor picks up and the sound changes once the can has been cut open.
I don't know if you can see where the mark's at on there, that black mark I made, but it just went past the rotation spot. So like I said, now it's stopped, but you have to manually lift it up. But, pork and beans. We have a 25-cent can of pork and beans. We saved 25 cents on it.
Well, at least now you got some pork and beans to go with your stinky pig.
Yeah, I do. That was can number one.
Mystery can number one.
Okay, here's dented can number two. It's got a slight dent here. And a little bit more dent there. I'm not going to mark this one. I was just doing it on that one. So we're going to start on a flat spot.
It says it opens dented cans, so this is the first one we tried to open that's dented.
No, I opened a couple of
those. Oh, did you? Yeah. Okay, I didn't.
Little different dents than these, but I'm holding it up flat. I locked the lid down on it. You see, you can't let go. It pulls it over. And now I'm pressing down. Well, I had to help it a little bit there, but it made it through it. We'll see if it opens it or not. Second one it went through.
Yeah, it cut it open.
And there's the sound change. And besides a little sticking, yeah, I had to help it along a little bit. It cut it open just fine. Line the lid back up, pop it in place, like the guy does on TV.
Turn it upside down and see if it stays.
Yeah, this one's not staying because of the dent. It's in the exact right place, but I'm thinking where that dent's at back here,
yeah,
it's holding it up. I would try it with the beans, but it's a liquid, not a solid, so I don't know if it would actually do it or not.
If it is, you clean it.
Held it.
I didn't see it.
I took my thumb off the bottom of it. Can't you see?
Oh, yeah, there he goes. It did hold it.
There's a little liquid right there, but not much.
That's all right. At least the whole thing didn't spill out all over the table.
All right. And mystery can number 3. This is going to be the great deal one. It's probably full of something that's really nasty that no one will ever want to eat because, like I said, it was only 25 cents for a 1 gallon
And it's
can.
not expired.
No, it's got a little dent in it up here too, but there's not much. We've not did a big can like this.
It says when you're doing a big can to make sure that you hold on to the can at the bottom, but it says don't try to hold the can and keep it from rotating.
Right.
Just hold on to it to secure it. I'm kind of anxious to see. I can see where it's cutting it.
It presses it actually. It's not really a cut it since it's pressing it apart. Is what the instructions say. And there it went. Get the can opener off of it.
And 1,
And Santa fell
1, 2, 3.
over.
Is it more beans?
I think it's black-eyed peas. Let me get a
Yeah,
spoon.
that's what it looks like. A big can of black-eyed peas. Anybody need some black-eyed peas?
Yeah.
That's what it is, a big can of black-eyed peas.
But we still got a heck of a deal for $1. Or a quarter, I mean.
Well, if you got you some ham, you could always throw you some ham in it, cook it on the stove for a little bit, fix you some cornbread, some fried taters and onions, and you got yourself a meal.
I know a recipe for turning those into like baked beans.
Black-eyed peas into baked beans?
Yeah. Bacon, ham, ketchup. Yeah, that's what the mystery can was.
We've been wondering for a couple of weeks what actually was in those cans, so we thought, what a good time to find out.
What the heck? It really doesn't give you a whole lot of instruction. It's just checking the power and lock position. It tells you the sliver thing, like I said, down here at the bottom. And the warnings. I did notice when I flipped to the back. Sorry about that. I got a little bean juice on it. It says, this is from Bulbhead. We usually never buy anything from them. But it says, you've earned 300 rewards points with this purchase. Use code whatever. I didn't know you could get reward points, but for people who do buy from that company, maybe they give you free stuff or discounts on things once you get so many points built up. So if you buy this or any other product from them, you might want to check out the back of your
Bulbhead has some cool stuff.
Oh, yeah, they do. You might want to check out the back, though, and see if you got any free points or not.
So what's your overall opinion?
I love it. Like I was telling her before when we first got it and used it, years ago at a yard sale, I seen a whole massive, like, boot box full of knobs. Wooden knobs, metal knobs, but there must have been 200 knobs in the box. The guy only wanted a couple bucks. And I picked the box up and was originally going to take it, and I thought, nah, this is more junk in my garage. I don't really need it. I'll put it back. Well, now I'm thinking I wish I'd have kept it, because you get big cans or cans like this that are not dented, that are in good shape. Since the lid's so nice, you could take it off of there, drill a little hole in it, put a knob on the top of it. All of a sudden, you got a canister.
Yeah, it'd be great for garages, for nuts and bolts, or even women in the house. You could put fabric around, clean the can real well, put fabric around it, some
wallpaper or paint,
some batting, and use it as a little storage canister for sewing stuff or whatever.
Kids could use it to put crayons in, like I said, because the edges are not sharp if you do it right. Nice and smooth, so you don't cut yourself.
Yeah, good idea.
I've even seen people take these big 1 gallon cans before and make them artsy and do stenciling and different fancy things to them and make like kitchen canisters out of them. They get like 4 great big ones or a little bit smaller and use them for coffee, tea, and all that kind of stuff. But they do etching and stuff on them. And they look really nice for what they made out of them. I know on metal like this, you could actually do electroplating yourself at home if you know how to do electroplating. But
that's pretty cool. A cheap craft to do.
now I'm really wishing I'd have bought all those knobs.
You keep moving the thing. This keeps moving. Yeah, a cheap craft to make.
Yeah. Well, that's my review on the Safety Can Express. I'd probably give it a 9. 8.99 out of 10 points. It pretty much does everything it says it does. The only thing I don't like is, like I said, if you let it go around a little more, you're going to get a metal sliver in it if you rub your finger against it just right. So,
but it'll cut your can in one rotation. So if I would have known ahead of time that it was such a great can opener, I probably would have ordered more for family as an extra Christmas gift because I really like it.
You hate taking a chance when you don't know, until you actually buy one or know someone that did buy one. We don't know anybody that's bought one yet. So.
No, so that's what a review is for.
That's right.
All right.
Well, you guys have a good evening. We got to get to making fudge.
We got a lot of baking to do tonight, y'all. Lots of baking to do. So we'll see you in a video coming up. See ya.
Bye-bye.